They don't want you to know this. Not because it is dangerous, not because it is illegal, not because it is hidden in some private room, where successful people whisper secrets to each other. They don't want you to know it. Because the moment you understand it, most of what they sell you starts to look useless. No course can do it for you. No mentor can repeat it for you. No system can suffer for you. And that is why. This may be the only success method. Nobody can sell you. This is the next you. And this is not another video about finding the secret. This is about why you keep running away from the method you already know. Because deep down, you already know enough to change your life. You know that if you want to get stronger, you need to train. If you want to become smarter, you need to study. If you want to build something, you need to start. If you want to become good at anything, you need to practice. So if knowledge was the real problem, you would already be free. But you are not stuck, because you don't know. You are stuck, because knowing is comfortable, and doing is where the truth begins. That is why the idea of a secret feels so powerful. A secret gives you hope, without demanding pain. A new course makes you feel productive, without exposing your weakness. A new plan makes you feel prepared, without forcing you to begin. And for a moment, it feels like progress. But sometimes, you are not progressing, you are preparing to prepare. You are learning to avoid starting. You are collecting information to hide from execution. Because starting is different. Starting exposes you. It shows you how weak you really are, how inconsistent you really are, how impatient you really are, how far you still have to go. And most people do not want that truth. So they keep searching. Another book, another course, another routine, another system, another perfect plan. But the problem is not that the method is hidden. The problem is that the method is too honest. It gives you nowhere to hide. Because the moment you start doing the work, the fantasy disappears. The skill you imagined you had meets reality. The discipline you thought you had meets boredom. The dream you talked about meets the ordinary work required to build it, and most people quit there. Not because the method failed, but because the method showed them the truth, and the truth felt too heavy. But every person who becomes great has to pass through that same door. They do not become great because they never feel weak. They become great because they are willing to see the weakness and correct it. That is where the real method begins. Not with motivation, not with excitement, not with a perfect morning routine, but with correction. Because the secret is not repetition, it is corrected repetition. Doing the same thing again and again is not enough. You can repeat the same mistake for 10 years and call it experience. But that does not make you better. It only makes the mistake stronger. The real method is different. Do the work. Look at the result. Find the mistake. Fix one thing, then repeat. That sounds too simple, until you realize this is how skill is built. Not by dreaming, not by imagining, not by watching other people do it, but by action, feedback, correction, and repetition. This is where the next you is created, not in the moment you feel inspired, but in the moment you are corrected, and you return anyway. Think about the people you admire, the athlete, the writer, the entrepreneur, the artist. From the outside, their success looks clean, sharp, confident, almost natural. But from the inside, it was probably ugly. Awkward beginnings, failed attempts, boring repetitions, small corrections that nobody noticed. Days when nothing seemed to change. Weeks when the results looked invisible. And then one day, people called it talent. They called it luck. They called it sudden success. But it was never sudden. It was a system, repeated in the dark. And here is the next uncomfortable truth. The method only works when it becomes specific. Most people say, I need to work harder. But that means almost nothing. Harder when? Harder where? Harder at what? Harder for how long? A vague goal gives your mind room to escape. A specific plan gives it nowhere to hide. Do not say, I will practice more. Say, every day, at this time, in this place, I will practice this skill for this long, and I will fix one mistake. That does not sound magical. It sounds mechanical, and that is why it works. Because your brain does not need another dream. It needs a trigger, a place, a time, a repeated action, a simple rule that removes negotiation. Because every day you leave the decision open. Your mind gets another chance to argue, not today. I am tired, maybe later. I need more research, I need the perfect setup. I need to feel ready. But readiness is often a disguise. Sometimes, I am not ready really means I do not want to see myself fail. At first, nothing changes. And this is the part that destroys most people. They expected progress to feel exciting, but real progress often feels like nothing. You practice and still look average. You study and still feel confused. You train and still feel weak. You create and nobody watches. You improve and nobody notices. And your mind starts whispering, maybe this is not working. Maybe you need a better method. Maybe you need another course. But sometimes, the method is working before your ego can feel it. The change is happening beneath the surface. The mistake is becoming visible. The correction is becoming faster. The fear is becoming smaller. And the boring days are quietly turning into identity. This is the part most people never reach. There comes a point where discipline stops feeling like a fight and starts feeling like who you are. Not because you forced yourself forever, but because repetition changed the weight. What once felt heavy starts feeling normal. What once felt confusing starts becoming clear. What once required motivation starts becoming automatic. That is why this method is powerful. It does not just change your results, it changes your relationship with yourself. Every time you keep a promise, your brain receives evidence. Every time you fix one mistake, your brain receives evidence. Every time you return after boredom, your brain receives evidence. And slowly, you stop seeing yourself as someone who is trying. You start seeing yourself as someone who does this. Long before modern psychology, philosophers understood this. You do not become disciplined by thinking about discipline. You become disciplined by repeating disciplined actions until they become part of you. You do not become courageous by waiting until fear disappears. You become courageous by acting while fear is still there. You do not become the next you by imagining a better version of yourself. You become it by giving that version proof. One boring action at a time. And now, we can finally say the method clearly. Choose one skill. Make the plan specific. Practice it every day. Measure what happened. Find one mistake. Fix it. Repeat it. Long after it stops feeling exciting. That is it. That is the free method. And maybe that is why people don't respect it. Because if success were complicated, you could forgive yourself. If success required a hidden secret, you could say you never found it. If success belonged only to lucky people, you could say it was never meant for you. But if success is built through small actions, repeated for a long time, then the question becomes uncomfortable. The question is no longer, what is the secret? The question is, why do I keep refusing to repeat it? Because the secret was never hidden. It was just too simple for people to respect and too hard for most people to repeat. So stop looking for the next secret. Stop pretending that more information is the same as transformation. Pick one thing. Give it 1 hour at the same time, in the same place. Every day, do the work. Watch the result. Find the mistake. Fix it. Repeat. again and again and again, until what was once hard becomes normal, until what was once confusing becomes clear, until what once looked impossible becomes part of who you are. The method is free, but it is not cheap. It costs attention, it costs patience, it costs your excuses, and maybe that is why most people keep searching for a secret instead of repeating the truth. Because success is not locked behind a secret, it is hidden inside the boring work you keep avoiding. And the moment you stop searching and start repeating, you will understand why the free method was the most powerful one all along. This is the next you, not the version waiting for the perfect secret, but the version that finally stops looking and starts repeating the truth.